Hello, you Midas Mighty. Harry Litman of Talking Feds here with a reaction to the filing that former President Trump offered in a district court in Florida yesterday. First point to notice, it's not the court before whom the search is. That's the magistrate judge. This is a district court judge appointed by Trump. And the district court issued an order today saying, why are you telling me? Why are you coming to me? And why didn't you tell me it's a related case? Why aren't you just going to the magistrate judge, which would be the normal thing, to press your objections about the search and the search warrant? The other thing that the Trump appointed judge said, what are the remedies you're asking for? Which is a pretty embarrassing thing to ask Trump's lawyers, who all in all seem extremely amateurish. It reads like, someone who's never been in federal court wrote it. But it's a very apropos question because the motion is basically just 90% legal, 90% polemic of all these things that happened and factual assertions that are almost certainly false. And that's the third thing that matters, because these genius lawyers failed either on purpose or because they don't even know the rules. This is like the rule of square one, to sign and otherwise comply with the basic requirements of the court. And once they do sign, and they'll either have to sign now or somehow bail, they are subject to sanctions under what's called Rule 11 for any assertions that lack evidentiary support. So there's all kinds of things in there about Trump was helping and he declassified, he said this and that. And it doesn't even matter for this purposes whether it's true or false. When you're a lawyer and you sign it, you need evidentiary support. And they don't have it, and I'm not sure what's going to happen to them or indeed their motion. The motion at the end of the day asks for one thing, and really one thing only, and that is the appointment of a special master to be able to go through all the documents gathered up in the search and make sure none of them is privileged. That motion really has no legal merit. I'll cut to the chase and say it's possible that the that the magistrate judge will grant it, just A, to possibly save a little time, and B, so it looks like everyone is bent over backwards to try to accommodate the former president's bizarre and exotic demands. But a special master you could bring in to make sure that none of the documents taken out are subject to claims of privilege. But look, first, Trump has almost certainly no claims of attorney-client privilege. All these things were classified, and so there wouldn't be anything there between him and his private attorneys. And that's something that if there were, the taint team, I'll get to those guys in a second, would find very quickly. So it's unlikely to be attorney-client privilege, and there is no executive privilege for several reasons. First, these aren't his documents. They belong to the executive branch, to the federal government. Second, the current office holder, we have one president at a time, Joe Biden, has waived any executive privilege claims. And third, even if there were any, they would give ground under the principle first set in the Richard Nixon case that a grand jury has and the DOJ has a right to important criminal evidence, which this would be. So the claim really doesn't hold up, and more than that, it kind of exposes what's wrong and the overall weakness of his position, which, just to make it clear, this is not a matter of trusting the DOJ or the FBI. This is the Constitution. If by chance, and it's very unlikely, but the FBI or DOJ violated his Fourth Amendment rights, he'll have a chance to press that if he's charged. And trying to press it before he's charged is very hard to do for a lot of reasons I won't go into, but that Republican judges have basically put into place. And if also the Department of Justice messes up here and people who are working on the case look at privileged material, it's curtains for them. They lose their ability to participate in the whole case. So the legal incentives here are very strong already, and you don't need a special master to execute them. Finally, though, it seems like he's led with his chin to me. Because remember, on Thursday, we're going to learn what the department is going to try to do to at least let out some information. And other than the plan, the roadmap itself to the investigation, the identity of the confidential informants, and the classified docs, what's really there? It's the back and forth between the department and Trump, which looks terrible for him from everything we know, in which, contrary to what he's saying now, he repeatedly refused to cooperate, shut things down, said these things are mine, and the like. And since in this document he's gone all out in making these false assertions, it seems to me the department can respond to it and very surgically say what they want to about what he did and didn't do, and then can reveal less in the affidavit itself because it's already been made public. So, crazy motion that's really mostly polemics and very little law. The law that's there doesn't hold up at all. And finally, it leads with its chin and gives the DOJ a chance to respond and really put the lie to the claims he's making in the public sphere. Oh, and once the lawyers sign the pleading as they're supposed to, might expose them to sanctions. So there you have it. That's the Trump filing from yesterday. Harry Litman here from Talking Feds. We've got our own YouTube channel now, and you can check it out. But even so, there's plenty of news unrolling, and when big things happen, I'll be back here with you, Meidas Mighty, to give my reaction. And until the next time, talk to you later.
Hey Meidas Mighty, Emma Silverman here reminding you to make this November Rovember. Check out the new MeidasTouch Rovember t-shirt collection at store.MeidasTouch.com. That's store.MeidasTouch.com. Hurry up and get your Rovember t-shirt before they sell out. Let's go.